Welcome back, guys, to HGC Korea. We have 1-1, a tied series, not a 3-0 for the first time this weekend.
Yeah, I know. And you know, we were talking about how today's game may play out, and some were saying that it may be a 3-0-3-0. But finally, we do have that 1-1 tie, and now we at least get to go to game 4 now.
Yeah, at least get to go to game 4 in Ace. And I heard them talking in the meanwhile, and when Greymane was about to be cut from the Taika's Gane, he said he had 10 HP left.
Oh, okay.
10 HP.
Wow.
And then Hero was saying to his teammate, man, I was bad in game 1, wasn't I? And then they were like, yeah, you were pretty bad. Well,
you got reported.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but maybe I didn't quite ask because we didn't have quite time. I just rushed in here. I said it seemed like I was sitting here the entire time, but I rushed in after hearing all that. Like, okay, that's what they
teleport.
said. Yeah. I need that portal.
Yeah,
I need that portal on my way home and on my way to VSL.
Seriously, no joke.
We're gonna have Dragonshire. Game number 3. BlossoM's pick here. Surprising, actually, a little bit. And even with the Sonya, I think Wiz has to transition in a way that they have to bring in some Dehaka. Work it as a global. Ace, they're a really good team fight team. If you want to go face against, if you want to just go face against face all the time, just team fight, it's going to be tough. And they felt it in game 2. But in terms of rotation, Ace is still not perfected. They're not experienced. They can't really put the right resources perfectly in each lane, what to do, what's happening with the objective. I think BlossoM should change their strategy and try to out-rotate the entire team of Ace here. I think that maybe this hints us, I think this map choice hints us that they're going to go with the global, try to just out-soak the EXP and not really trying to fight, maybe bring in false stat on themselves, the Haka, maybe ETC, stage dive, that's also an option, less likely though.
Yeah, we'll see if BlossoM changes up their strat and tries to just try out Ace instead of, you know, fighting against them and, you know, having those messy fights in between that we saw in game 2 where actually it led to Ace's victory. But finally we are 6th game of today. So far, Genji and Hanzo were the 2 first bans all the time. We'll see if that'll continue.
Genji Hanzo was choice. Here's Hanzo. Hanzo ban already. And here we go. We have 6 in a row of Genji Hanzo bans. And Greymane. And I'm sure you can even guess now.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
Next 2.
Either, I don't know, they did take Sonya every game, so...
And Uther.
Yeah, and Uther.
If not, Anubarak.
Yeah. But, yeah. It's. I think it's within, you know, 10 fingers choice.
I think it's within 3 fingers, actually.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, for the first picks, maybe, yeah, but I'm saying, like, all around, like, for one team. You know, the picks that are coming out and the meta that's sinking in right now in HGC Korea is, you know, it's already out there. You know, it's almost obvious.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Maybe they're thinking of something special, and they're BlossoM. But it is Uther.
Oh, okay. Uther and Jaina.
Not crazy, but from what we saw from Gondar's face, I thought we were gonna have some crazy, all the way going back to 2017. BlossoM does some crazy stuff. Cho'Gao, maybe. I'm pretty sure everyone was hoping for that Bless RNG Cho'Gao, please. I don't think it's happening with Jaina.
Yeah.
I think that is already gone.
Right. So now on side of Ace, just seems like they are going with the usual picks. Let's see.
Uther, Jaina. If they're thinking about something else, we don't have anything. If we actually have 2 tanks banned, we may see a Blaze coming out. Less likely now.
They do lock onto the noob and the Rehgar. Okay. I kind of wanted to call it out, but I didn't, in hopes of some crazy picks like we were talking about, but not happening. Malthael being banned.
A solid choice. Wiz was having a hard time in solo lane, even as a Sonya, even during team fights. That's what pushed all of them back in the team fight, and that's how Ace was trying. Ooh. Snipe ban happening all the time.
Yep.
Against Gondar's hero pool.
And Sonya is taken.
I guess they're gonna keep the same. No Dehaka. Of course, Wiz loves to play melee. And often when Illidan was...
Oh, ETC coming out. Okay.
When Illidan was the thing in last year. And back then he used to play lots of Illidan, but this time around Sonya. Of course, before the nerf, maybe after the nerf, we're gonna see a lot more Dehaka happening.
I actually wanted to see some Dehaka happening today, but it didn't happen yet. And we do have Tychus and Leoric locked in for Ace's final 2 picks. We see intense music, and we see BlossoM.
Let's see. What can pair up well with ETC? Mosh Pit, we call it Holy Cow with the Divine Shielded Mosh Pit. That can happen. Pair that up with a Ring of Frost.
Yeah.
That's also possible. That's enough.
I think that's
that may be enough combo.
Well, ETC, that.
They may be looking at more combos here.
We'll see.
They lost Tychus. Tychus could have been the best one for them. Maybe they want to have a solid front line even more, just not ETC, since the other side has a noob and Leoric here.
Oh.
Okay, they are, as I predicted, they are going to go towards that global a little bit by bringing Falstad at the end.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's a pretty even composition picks right now. Nothing too special or crazy, I'll have to say.
By bringing Falstad, I think they really want to have the disengage tool. Greymane when it comes in. A hero was doing too much damage. Leoric, Gust is actually a good counter against the Entomb. I think they were considering that also the global soak that they can actually have against Ace. I guess we'll be having a good trouble in terms of rotation. Take a look at how they move around minimap. I think that will be the key for Game 3.
Yeah, and this probably won't happen. But on BlossoM's side, they probably communicate very well with each other. But when ETC ults, and Falstad Gusts, they may have two different things in mind. I just hope that the communication goes well.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot better because Rush admitted that he was really bad in Game 1, and
4, 3,
I think it's gonna be a good game for Ace. Sure, as BlossoM is trying something new, bringing Falstad this time. Modern on first, Falstad.
Alright, let's go.
Of course, Wiz with Sonya going to be that top lane matchup against Leoric. Gondar not his, I won't say his favorite or too comfortable on ETC, but still a great tank front line. I think he's gonna just go with the crossover at 4, trying to punish. Ooh, right before the power slide. Rush, you're doing it well, finally!
Finally. Maybe, yeah, the talk definitely helped. The reports,
I think so.
The reports definitely.
If he's on that picture at the end, I will go vote for him at the end. He can be the MVP. I think Rush is writing a drama here. Like Game 1, I died like 8 times. Game 2, I showed my improvements. Game 3, I'm gonna carry.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if that goes the way he wants. Alright.
I'm not a big fan of drama. I actually do not watch any drama.
Oh,
okay. Too busy playing games.
Agreed.
Agreed. But this drama I like a lot.
Okay.
Esports drama. Here, Gamey. Can't be too close to Blizzard. Actually got hit twice, but gets the kill onto Uther.
Yep. Rush is getting alright. Oh, okay.
But at least he was.
Yeah, he had the right idea.
Escaping and then got the damage and then he died.
Yeah, he had the right idea.
At least
usually when he goes in with the burrow and just dies in the middle of everybody, then rebash on it.
Improvements.
But, yeah, improvements.
Every single time.
Yeah, if a person, takes time to evolve.
Caster's job, guys. Cover players' mistakes.
Yes. takes time to evolve, and we see improvements, even though he still did get picked off.
Let's see. Here we go.
Right.
Another camp times. Actually, Gamey staying here for a long time. ETC and the flight comes in. That's gonna be
All right,
one kill at least.
Tychus is picked off. All right.
Should have had calls. This is the thing, Ace. When they make these kind of calls, that's why I say they're late on rotation. They often lose the rotation because their calls are slow and late. They often lose this kind of fight. So BlossoM is going to press hard, very, very hard on this advantage.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they caught on to that.
Did Dutu just cancel?
He did.
I don't think he was hit at all.
Yeah.
I think he just
He
canceled.
moved back.
Yeah, he moved back in.
Oh, he got it. Okay, and Rush, bye-bye.
Okay, that one I'm not too sure about.
But he did have the burrow charge, but he took too much damage. He tried to cancel Dutu, but it didn't work. And I don't know. It
was all the master plan of Dutu. He wanted Rush to come in.
Okay.
So he was G-baited in that way.
Okay. So he did bait. But either way, getting picked off. 3 kills for BlossoM already this early game. We'll have to see if they will capitalize on this.
They're trying to pick out Modern.
Let's go.
ZFE, the slow comes in. Oh, the PIP is blocking the.
Oh, come on.
Come on,
But
production.
it seems as if the Russia's burrow charge didn't hit Falstead.
That was all baited again.
Yeah.
Seems like they're fishing.
Yeah.
And Rush is getting caught every single time, even without the worm and the fishing hook.
There's no bait.
There's no
he's
bait.
getting baited.
He's getting baited by another fish.
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Not looking good.
2 deaths already.
Well, actually no. It's a total of 3 deaths.
Okay.
For Rush.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 3.
The third one now, and 2.
I'll keep that in my memo.
Yeah. 2 with a little bit of improvement, trying to burrow out, dying. Yeah, they do take that.
BlossoM with those kills and rotations with the Dragon Knight, taking the mid lane wall down, takes that advantage lead. Gondor surprisingly didn't even go for the crowd surfer. If he's even when ETC's in Tomb, that's gonna be a big trouble. I guess he's really trusting the Divine Shield from Luther, so he can power slide actually in to make a big mosh pit.
Okay.
I think that's the idea where this is heading to. Because usually what I do is, if there's a lyric, I always, not always, but most of the time I go for the crowd server for my own escape. Not just that I can actually engage from the other side of the map.
That also makes sense. Trust his team.
Trust me. Trust me, because
what? Yeah.
I said Hanzo main before, but before I was in Hanzo main, I am still an ETC main, so.
I'll let that go.
Okay, Water Elemental once more, no Ring of Frost.
Still not connecting Sonya at top.
As they hit 10 and Ace. Can they even stay here? Here comes the Gust. Not even used, actually.
Okay.
Okay, going to focus on Rush once more.
They're picking on him today.
4.
They're picking on him today. They are.
Yeah.
And you're picking on him. G Clef is picking on Rush, guys.
Oh, he died, so I have to mention that.
Yeah. 4. You know, BlossoM has 5 kills so far, and 4 of the 5 is Rush.
Let's see, Ace still not too far away actually. After this third then they will actually hit 10 with a 4th down. This may actually be a pretty long game happening. Finish that prog rock pretty early.
All right.
Odin, Ancestral Cocoon. Entomb? I think it has to be. Oh man, what happened here?
Well, Falstead wins.
Still no Entomb because he already knows that Falstead will be working against that Entomb anyhow. So does not even pick Entomb. Wants to provide some damage and zoning.
Rush is...
Even Cocoon, I maybe he didn't have the burrow charge.
Yeah, he actually used the burrow charge.
Even without the burrow charge, I think he could have just walked out of there.
He could have. But yeah, he used the burrow charge while he was clearing that lane right before he got caught.
Yeah, better safe than sorry there. So gonna escape out, but because of that, gonna give the Dragon Knight to BlossoM.
Yeah.
Gonna take a while for them to retreat. Even this, it seems like the action is all here, but they're actually working on the top lane.
Yeah.
The Oryx having all that harass, cannot really sustain.
Falstad is
late gush.
Yeah, a little late for the gush there.
But meanwhile, they're all working on this top lane. The entire wall is broke, destroyed, and even working on the fort soon. As Dragon Knight is kicking and charging in.
They are actually rotating down right now. They may want to just pick on Rush once more.
Well, we'll never know who's the best cast, who's the best caster or casting duo. Well, everyone can have their favorite, but my personal favorite is myself.
And yourself again?
And no.
And a clone of yourself?
And everyone else.
And a clone. No, you wanted to say the clone of yourself.
It can't be personal. There's no avatar, so I can't really clone myself. Well.
Not too much happening now, but here we go. ETC is making his way down to his teammates. Rush! Burrow charges in!
Oh, that's a problem.
Yes.
Now Power Slide, the big mosh pit, nothing can save him. Oh, there's a face melt. Cocoon actually Uther, nice timing, but Rush blows up Falstad. Using that gust to disengage. Odin's the one to nice focusing. Coming down or cannot stop a running Sonya with the Divine Shield. That's close to team fight over.
Yep, a team fight over, and BlossoM is punishing them for taking that second game. Wow.
The Mosh was not the worst. It was he knew that burrow charge was off, so they were focusing on the Nubarak anyhow. But it got cancelled in the middle, of course. But they got the kill. That was a start. Cocoon landed perfectly on Uther. Nice timing, but costed himself his own life. So positioning mistake again.
Yeah, they are just, picking on Rush. Like, now it's a fact. It has to be a fact. The 5th death, maybe even 6th death coming from Rush. Now, 2 levels ahead, BlossoM. Now they're gonna go for that level 16.
Here we go. When they hit 16, BlossoM is going to take control even more with the Falstad. Even so much more when they hit 20. By the time when they hit 20, if Ace is not even close to it, even a level apart of gap, that level gap will create even more because the Falstad will have epic mount. They lose any more members.
Alright. Now it's just, I don't want to rush into saying it, but slowly Ace may be a little bit tilting because, we shouldn't be seeing these kind of pickoffs while they're rotating. And it's coming out more often.
Yeah, we saw a lot from happening the other few teams of the bottom Korean standings right now. Their rotation has been problem. They're not really making a safe exit all the time. And communication was one of the problems. Also, they're weak against the global. Falstad, they have been punishing also. Punishing Jaina, nice rotation here actually. Caster Curse.
Caster Curse.
I guess he was caught by Anubarak CC along with Taika's damage. That could have been just enough to take out Jaina.
Seems like they are slowly gonna make their way down bot for that team fight.
Okay, Falstad actually comes from the other side. There's Mosh and catches onto Gust. Okay, that was not the perfect Gust. Actually gusting them out of the Mosh in a way. It works out okay for Ace. But at the end, BlossoM just takes it with the damage, I guess. They did have... I actually thought Ace had better positioning to start off, but where is Rush going? He has lost his mind here.
Oh gosh. Sometimes I do that, and I tell my teammates, "Oh, I thought we were on the blue side." But I'm pretty sure, Rush. I don't know what he was thinking.
That was that was a very much a Clown Fiesta team fight.
Yeah.
And
It was.
Which for a second I thought it was better for Ace. They didn't have Leoric, of course. Fawcett came down. That gust was questionable, very questionable.
That gust was actually what I mentioned in the beginning at the start of this game, saying ETC gets a great mosh and Falstad just gushes them away. It was almost, you know, what just happened there.
With Witcher, 5v4 was the case for last time, but this case,
what is
5v5,
okay.
5v4 because the Dragon Knight is there. Rush actually provides some DZ, and Cesaro does connect, so he's gonna survive with the Cocoon onto Uther. Not available anyhow. The shield is on cooldown for 6 more seconds, but not enough damage. The level difference creates so much defensive tool in a way for BlossoM, and the focus fire for Ace has not been too perfect. Also, Odin, the transforming time was so big. They were missing the damage, not really focusing on the single target.
All right.
Well, they got their mission done though. Ace, well, KCB kept Ancestral connected onto Rush. Anubarak did survive.
Yeah.
But Leoric died. Greymane went in alone without too much damage.
Well, either way, they lose that keep at bot.
It was even without a Divine Shield. They were trying to cocoon Uther because he was guessing that Divine Shield was available, which was not, still on cooldown by 9 seconds when the cocoon was used.
But it was a good
BlossoM
call.
BlossoM still has everything after that fight. 3 levels apart, cleanse, ETC, who still has a mosh pit. Can actually turn this one around. There's a mosh pit with the Divine Shield. Perfect. Nasang is doing all that damage, even with an Uther.
With Dudu, free deals.
Modern.
Oh, they did actually turn this around.
Ooh, Hero dives in, takes out ETC. There's a gust from the other side. That's going to be a kill onto Greymane. Not going to be the only one. Wiz coming in with the spear. Modern, is he? Okay. He does survive that damage.
He does. And they actually, exactly what you said, they do turn it around with the mosh pit. And the gust. Wow. Good fight, good team fights, and now this keep is going down.
That has been an insane team fight. Of course, 3 levels down, 20 talent. It was very tough for Ace. BlossoM, if they actually wants to go in, not going to fully commit.
Yeah, they're not.
Going to go around, slowly do all the camps. But maybe wait for the next try, and it is only 14 minutes in. Core does a lot of damage.
Yep, and they are at 3 level difference right now. They did hit level 20. Ace has a long way to go.
Ooh, these team fights, I gotta be honest, are ugly. Very ugly.
Yeah.
Not really too coordinated. BlossoM's using that small hole from Ace, especially Falstad going to the side when he should be initiating, not really initiating, but to just chase the enemy actually.
Yeah, out of the couple of the team fights that's been going on, the last one, the most recent one, was probably the most clean team fight, where, you know, the ETC gets that mosh pit and then the late gust, but still providing his team for
Alright, here we go, there's the gust. But still Jaina on the Dragon Knight, they're lacking damage right now. Wiz has to pull out all that.
Falstad picking on that Tychus.
Here we go, the rush. Going in for the core rush, gets it. Ancestral Hero actually going in for the kill onto Falstad. Does get it, even with the heal coming in from Uther. The Dragon Knight is on the core, but if they lose all the members, let's see how long they can last. Dragon Knight taking the shield down from the core.
Another confused, they're
going
back and forth.
Only catching Anubarak. Dancing Anubarak seems pretty cool. with Nasang, they're missing the damage because Jaina is on there, but this Dragon Knight is way too strong already. 40 seconds, still has 50%, and the core is going down below 30%. That's going to be game going to BlossoM for sure. That's going to be game 3, now making it a 2-1 series.
Wow. Okay, well, in the beginning, early game of this BlossoM versus Ace, Rush did rush into fights too much, getting picked off during rotations. But, you know, near the end of the game, he did make some good plays. He did survive, you know, out of, you know, a 4-man marking him and getting some good cocoons, but that wasn't gonna be enough for Ace to take a second victory in this 3rd game.
Well, they knew. I think they know already that just by picking this battleground, they were on top of the rotation. sometimes sometimes BlossoM was actually punished. Falstad I think died once, Jaina died once. Falstad almost got caught a few more times. Ace tried their work in because they don't have a global where BlossoM does. But because of that, BlossoM was able to push that advantage, lead their way, almost created 3.5 level gap almost. But at the end, 2 level gap, a little bit more, had that Dragon Knight at the end and for the push. We saw lots of improvements from Ace and also mistakes from BlossoM. If they are able to force these mistakes to be out for BlossoM's side a few more times, I think Ace can actually come back in the series. And BlossoM, compared to what they played before, I think they're trying new things right now that it's not really going perfectly crisp. You see lots of team fights, dirty, ugly team fights, very messy to be honest. Not really coordinated. Falstad seems a little bit off the timing, has to gust in, fly in a little bit earlier than that oftentimes, or even use as a disengage tool to keep the team alive. But in this case, 6.5 out of 10. I would 6.5 to BlossoM. They used to have over 6.5. That's the thing.
All right, well, I'll let you go on with that. Your personal opinion, I'm not gonna touch up on that, but. Yeah, there were a lot of messy team fights, like you mentioned. It wasn't a little, crisp. It was a little soggy. When you grab a soggy bread, it's like all like messy. And most of the team fights that I've seen, actually, when you called out that turnaround with the ETC mosh pit at the end, when ETC was so low on health, and he actually catches on with that mosh pit with the little late gust coming from Falstad, that was actually a good team fight in my eyes. And this is something that you can only do when you're communicating with your teammates, because if it was a solo queue and you're ETC and you're running away, you have to run away, try to live and not die. But with the communications, you can make those plays come out and happen.
Well, here as well.